Welcome back to a chapter review. Tried one of these before, it got fucked up, but it is what it is. This is One Piece 1079. It's about the goat kid, showing out this this chapter, man. We don't.
All right,
That's the
bro.
elephant
Read
in
the
the room,
title,
bro.
bro.
Okay,
read the
title of chapter 1079: The Red Haired Pirates and Emperor Group. And the cover page is just it's a request. It's Luffy watering a lion.
Yeah.
So
I like
the
it.
Germa
It's chill.
request and stuff is over.
Yeah.
All right, so this first one is about. So that's York, right? York's
Yeah, we
plan.
got York.
So York found out in this first page. York knew or found out I had a backup plan that in case the government fucked her over, she'd know what to do. So she actually got S-Hawk to turn her to stone. She gave her a command to turn her to stone first, so she looked innocent. That's why nobody really suspected her to begin with. And then after that, she told her to turn her back. And they're just following along like they don't even care, I guess. When I think about their emotions, they do have emotions, but it seems like they follow commands. But
Yeah, they do have emotions, but I also think they are like they're still kind of like androids in a way, where it's like if they get an order, they have to carry it out. You know what I mean? It's not like they have a choice of whether or not they carry it out.
Okay, I see that. But she also told them to kill everybody, just kill everybody in there. Specifically, I don't know why. That still brings up the fact that why did S-Hawk just turn Frankie to like half stone and just walk off?
Or S-Snake.
Yeah, S-Snake.
I think that's because we're like what we saw in that chapter was like after she had turned everybody to stone and she had crushed, I think, Pythagoras' head. She did like blow them up. So maybe that in her mind was like, yeah, this will finish them off, you know.
Oh, okay, I guess.
Which is pretty sloppy work, but
yeah, they might want to need an upgrade or some shit.
Yeah.
But I guess moving on. That was just her ordering them to kill everybody. And her plan to become a spy. Moving on, she says, when you guys go rogue, I'm sure it'll trigger a whodunit style investigation. If my cover gets blown, I won't stand a chance to fight too. So to ensure they don't catch me, get me in front. She told S-Snake to freeze in front of everybody. So that's pretty much what we were just talking about.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then
we can talk about it after we go through everything.
Okay. Should I just read these panel to panel?
Yeah. You don't have to read like, exactly what it's saying, but at least just the most interesting part of like or like the basics of what we're seeing on the panel.
Oh yeah, she also says, and one more thing, there's an area of the lab that I don't want you to damage. And then goes blank. And it's probably the lab where Vegapunk's standing at right now.
That's probably there right
now. And then S-Snake says, got it, and then just dips.
So moving on, what we see is a kind of a collection of panels. We get the outside of, I'm not sure what building that is, but it looks like an explosion's going on, kind of in the upper right. But I think it's what it is. The scientists on Egghead kind of running, telling everybody to get on the ship so they can go. We see Sentomaru like looking up into the air or something. We see a panel of the PX3 pacifistas. But yes, the scientists basically like, get on a ship, bro. We're getting the hell out of here. But at the very bottom, we see a ship approaching Egghead, and we get a close up of the flag, and it is the Jolly Roger, the Blackbeard Pirates. It's a Blackbeard pirate flag. Which I got some stuff to say about that, but we'll get back to it. All right. And after that, we go back.
I got you, bro. I got you.
I got
you, bro. I've been waiting for this moment.
Oh my gosh.
So after that, we get to the Shanks versus Kid fight. They pull up at Elbaf. We see a lot of different captains that are under Shanks Jolly Roger. We have the captain of the Puddle Pirates, Hadit Toad Garatoni. We have head of the Social Club Pirates, Grave Tooth Fugger, and Princess Bourgeoisie Pirates, Panicky Pooty Pooty. And they all look like fodder. They don't look like anybody strong, and that's just the testament. They're fodder. They're just people that Shanks brought to the New World and protected. Who knows what reason, but Shanks goes for that. Just carrying trash people, pretty much. Anyway, even Kid comments on this. He says, "Who the hell are these jokers? Really? What the hell are these jokers? Really with red hair?" And he says, "This is supposed to be the New World," and that's just a statement that they shouldn't be alive. At least they shouldn't be in the red line. Killer makes a comment saying they got some big names with them. Don't lower your guard. Of course, you're going up against the Shanks Pirates. Just don't lower your guard. Even if the front line is trash, still have your guard up. So they have their guard up. We'll talk about that later. And then Kid says, "Don't worry, I never pull my punches." Anyway, moving on. We get to a panel where Shanks is tell them to retreat because he's going to go out there, and they're yelling at Shanks saying, "We got this. What are you saying, Chief? We got this. We won't let them touch you or anything like that." He says, "Thank you for the sentiment, but y'all need to get back. Y'all are going to get fucked."
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah. So, skip to it. Shanks is saying, "I was just stopping by, but I lost track of time." It's a big shot. He gives Kid his respect. This Kid does have a $3 billion bounty on his head. And the real reason he wants to fight Kid is because he says himself that his fleet is trash. He says the real reason you have to deal with him is because the fleet's important. So yeah, he's aware. And we skip to Yasopp, and what's his name again?
Lucky Roo,
man. They tell Shanks that they can handle this. Like it's nothing. Shanks asks Yasopp has Kid healed from Wano, and Yasopp says, "Yeah, they look perfectly fine." He's like, "Okay, cool." Then he also asks another guy on his ship that if they have any news from Blackbeard, and he says, "Nope, the last we heard he left the island." And he said, "Sure, I was for sure he was going to show up at Wano." That gives us a reason to why Shanks wanted to pull up to Wano, because he really seemed like he was there for no reason at all. But if he was hunting for Blackbeard, it gives him more. It makes more sense. And then the guy also gives him some info on Captain Kidd. Shanks flips through it, says he's from the South Blue. He did a lot of rampaging to make it this far, so he probably fucked up a lot of people just to get the hell out. Or just there in general, I guess it's just Kid's whole arc from South Blue to Red Line through Kaido, all that. Then Kid asks how many ships are there. 9. You see there's 9 ships. He sees some of the faces. They recognize some of the faces from bounty posters, from wanted posters. Then we move on to Kid making his rail gun, which is a kind of goated rail gun. He says, "I don't give a damn how many you are. Eat this damn punk." And he starts pulling in all the ships. It just one shots all of them. Hey, but we find out that this goated scene is just Shanks at Van's future sight. Shanks it's like, oh shit, he's about to do something. He's about to kill everybody. He's about to fuck this up. Or fuck up his fleet at least. And then we just see Shanks just jump far as fuck. He jumps from like the island, like from his ship, which is far away. Like his fleet is all in front of him. He jumps from his ship over his fleet into front of Kid. And one panel just takes out Kid and Killer in one shot with a divine departure, the same thing that Roger did. Yeah. kid got no diff by Shanks. One panel.
All right, bro. Moving up. Come on, bro.
Oh yeah. I mean, that was pretty much the chapter, right? Oh, yeah, kid's fucked. What else? His crew's fucked. They start begging
All
for
right.
kids' life. They start begging for kids' life. His
You know what?
crew gets
Never mind. We don't. Never mind. We don't need to. We don't need to get through. We don't need to get
Bro, I was trying to save you, man. And then,
through.
bro, after they beg for his kid's life, they hand over the rogue poneglyphs. Story and Brocky come in smirking, saying, "If you want to aim a cannon at somebody's house, you better be ready for the same shaft." Which that's pulls up an interesting thing because he didn't actually pull out the cannon, or did he? It was just Shank's future sight.
The cannon was pulled out.
Oh, so it was pulled out.
The damn punk was ready. He just did not fire it yet.
Oh, okay.
Okay, so going back to the beginning of the chapter, before we get all to all that, with going back to York, when she was giving the orders to the Seraphim, and basically this was like a flashback showing the audience like how York did what she did, and I thought this was pretty clever, right? Because York just thought of, I'm not saying she thought of everything, but she had like really good contingency plans, and it's not like, I think it's easy to forget that all of these satellites are Vegapunk, right? They're all madly
Yeah.
intelligent. So it's not like, even though her job is to just eat and sleep for the rest of them, she still is smart, bro. And that's very, I think that's very much shown in these 2 pages where she's giving the Seraphim their orders, and she's basically reacting to like, yeah, I thought the government was gonna pull some shit like this. Here's the plan. You know what I mean?
So I still wonder why she's not dumb, and there's a higher chance that the government would betray her as well. So I wonder why she would even attempt this. Was her life on Egghead that bad? Or
I don't think her life. I don't think her life on Egghead was bad. It's just that she wanted more.
Okay,
Like
yeah.
that's her whole. Yeah, that's her whole thing. Greed. I don't know if it's greed or gluttony, but like it's just like she wanted more, and because obviously she saw how the celestial dragons lived.
Like
Right?
luxury.
And she's like,
She's wanted everything.
yeah, she's like, I got it nice, but that's better, bro.
Yeah, that's true. Okay, I can.
So, yeah, I just like those couple pages where she's talking with the Seraphim, because everybody was wondering, right, when everything started to go down, we were like, who was it, bro? Who gave the Seraphim their order, right? Where people were like, was it Saturn? Was it like the Stella body of Vegapunk? Like, who was it? And like, this is just showing us like, yeah, it was York. But I also find it kind of interesting when you think about the hierarchy, where it's kind of like what happened with Stussy, when I think it was Lucci that gave them the order, and Stussy couldn't override it because they had the same level of like clearance, right?
Yeah.
So, but which doesn't make any sense to me. I feel like if you have the same level of clearance, then you can override the previous order if it didn't come from one that was higher up. But I think this just shows that like all the satellite bodies of Vegapunk have the same clearance, because Shaka was trying to tell, he was like, hey, stand down, right?
Yeah, so
And
Vegapunk may
nothing
have
happened.
more higher clearance than her. Something.
Yeah, the Stella body may have higher clearance, but like all the satellites have the same.
Yeah.
So I felt like that was actually that's a stupid design. Like, I feel like that's dumb.
Well, also they wouldn't expect someone to get betrayed like that. I feel like
if you're the smartest man in the world, like,
he ain't too fucking smart. He is kind of stupid to be the smartest man in the world. I'll take
he
Goku.
is. Yeah, for sure, he is.
He's more like book smart.
Yeah, but there's not much really with those 2 pages, except for that one panel of York being caked up, bro, from behind. Oda's going crazy
She's
with
almost
these
as big
egghead
as
outfits.
I didn't know she was that fucking tall. She's almost as tall.
Yeah, she's huge, bro. She's tall. Yeah, Oda going crazy with these egghead outfits, bro. But
What's next? You see all these.
okay, who do you think Blackbeard's ship is pulling up to Egghead?
So it probably wouldn't be Blackbeard since he's fighting along right now. Also, I don't think it'd be Aokiji because Aokiji and the Garp might be fighting or gonna be fighting soon. I'm not sure.
Okay.
So
Who do you think it is then?
also like the only big names that he has, right? Like him himself. I
mean,
know.
they're all Titanic captains, right? That's his whole thing is the 10 Titanic captains. So I feel like every one of them got some heat on them. You know what I mean? But because I mean, let's think about who's with Blackbeard, right? Burgess is with Blackbeard. I think Doc Q is with Blackbeard. Is it Lafitte? No. Lafitte is not with him. It's Van Augur's with him because we stole Warp Fruit for the first time. Is that it?
There may be more, but that's all I can remember.
Yeah, that's all I can remember. But I mean, I don't know. If you think that Blackbeard is still fighting Law like at this time, if you don't think that was like,
and I also don't know if all this is happening at the same time.
That's true. I think right now what we're seeing is happening at the same time.
I doubt it's Blackbeard. If anybody is
out,
I don't think left yet.
I mean, I would hope so. I would hope he's left already.
It could be.
I don't think it's Blackbeard either, but it might be Aokiji. And if it is Aokiji, then that opens up the possibility for an Aokiji versus Kizaru fight.
Yeah, because I also don't think these Blackbeard pirates are gonna fight Luffy. I think it's I don't know.
But then why are they on Egghead? Like what's Blackbeard?
So I think they're on Egghead. I think that's York's backup plan.
Is Blackbeard?
Yeah.
Or the Blackbeard pirates?
Yeah. She's like, I can offer you something, or I don't know. I really don't have any. But she did say she had a backup plan.
She did. That's kind of like a cell, though. You know what I mean? At that point, you kind of hold yourself like you might as well stay on the Egghead and chill out. You feel me?
That's
to
true.
deal with the Blackbeard pirates.
Think about it like this: it's either my plan works or it doesn't, and if it doesn't work, I still gotta get out of this shit anyway.
Yeah, I guess. Yeah,
but
that's true. York. I don't know. Man.
Why else would they be there?
I feel like if it's Aokiji, Luffy's not fighting Kizaru. Like if it is Aokiji, there's no way he's fighting Kizaru.
I think this is an escape arc.
It's definitely an escape arc. I don't think there's any like major person they got to take down. It's getting packed as hell in here. Like, yeah, there's we got the Seraphim acting up. We got York being a traitor. Now we got the Blackbeard pirates coming in. Yeah, plus the Marines. We got the pacifistas. We got the Marines coming. Like, Egghead is jumping. Egghead is jumping. I can see now why it was like it's a big incident because like now you putting the Blackbeard pirates in there too. Bro, like, bro, Morgans is about to have a field day with this.
Yeah,
bro.
That boy's gonna get spanked off this shit.
Morgans is about to go crazy with that news.
I don't know, bro. I don't know.
Yeah, I think it's Aokiji. Maybe rolling in there with Katarina Devon and like maybe Shiryu.
And I still wouldn't see any reason for the Blackbeard pirates to be there unless they cut a deal with the Vegapunk.
Well, I mean, it's probably that's because we don't have any. We don't know. We have no idea what Blackbeard is up to, bro.
Yeah, we don't.
At this point, especially with this chapter, we've gotten less from Blackbeard than we have from Shanks.
Yeah,
so, like, we have no idea what bro is up to. I don't know, man.
That's just quick.
Yeah, that is interesting. I'm excited to see who it is.
You want to talk about this Shanks fight?
Let's move on to Elbaf.
There is something I found like pretty interesting in it, and he has a he has a whatever that shit's called, like a monoscope. Yeah, so I was gonna say Shanks
Mm,
asked Yasop how was he looking. I don't know how far away they are, but I was
yeah.
just gonna see if that's a observation like he.
Yeah, I thought that too until I saw he had the
Yeah.
spyglass in his hand. So yeah, I thought that too. I was like, he can tell just from there, bro.
Yeah, that would be kind of goaded. I wish they. Yeah.
Um, so it's confirmed, like literally just straight out said that Shanks has the weakest fleet. He has the weakest Yonko fleet.
Yeah.
He just has a bunch of fodder for his
Yeah.
fleet.
So
Um,
his main crew has to be OP or something. His fleet's just trash,
yes,
and we
yeah,
kind of got a glimpse of that with just him.
but I mean, I don't,
And I
I
will
don't
say
get
this:
it.
I don't know how much they bullied Kid last time because they just took his arm, and it was his. He was way weaker than he is now,
Yeah,
and it was Shanks' main crew.
yeah.
Oh,
Last time it definitely had to be some like you're still a rookie kid type of attitude. You know
and
what I
just kicked
mean?
him.
So
Yeah.
they just took his arm. Um,
Okay.
but this time they went all out. I think Shanks basically was like no, like he's not a small fry anymore. You know what I mean? So
Yeah.
yeah, I'm gonna treat him. I'm gonna treat him how I treat everybody else. This basically shows that Shanks doesn't underestimate anybody. Right? He's like, if you're if you're an enemy, then you're an enemy. I'm gonna treat you the
Yeah.
same way. Like I'm gonna treat you the same way I would treat Kaido if I was fighting Kaido. You know what
And
I
I
mean?
think even though Shanks one shot him, I'm pretty sure that was like a full power attack since he saw what Kid could have done to his queen.
Yeah.
And
So
if Kaido, specifically Kaido, did a full power attack against any of them, I'm pretty sure it would have ended the same way.
yeah. So that's another thing. Try not to just start going off, but like people saying, bro, because look, I'm a kid. I'm a kid fan, bro. I'm a kid fan, and obviously he been getting clowned on
I'm trying to make
this
this
entire
funeral a
week
little
and
bit
a
easier
half.
for you.
He's been getting clowned on by Instagram. He's been getting clowned. I pull up on TikTok. He getting clowned. Twitter. He getting clowned on Twitter. He getting clowned on Tumblr,
Bro,
bro.
he's fucking stupid, bro.
Oh, but that's my okay.
That's
My I'm not upset about okay. I knew going into this that kid was gonna get. I thought he was at least gonna get low dipped. He got no dipped. That's not surprising. Okay, the fact that kid got no dipped is not surprising. What irks, what really grinds my gears, bro, isn't the kid haters, because I get why people hate on Kid. Oda wrote him like shit, bro. Oda hates Kid. It's obvious by the way he writes him. I don't care about the Kid haters. What makes me angry, bro, are the Shanks meat writers, bro. Like, I can't stand it because people will go all day, even before this
so.
happened. Useless Captain Mid, bro. Kid is fodder, bro. But all of a sudden, when Shanks uses a named attack that the King of the Pirates used and hits and KOs him in one hit, all of a sudden it's a Shanks feat. All of a sudden it's a feat now. So which one is it, bro? Which one is it? Is Kid him to where like if you beat him with one hit, it's a feat, or is he fodder? Because it can't be both. It can't be both. And people been saying this, bro. People say it's a Shanks feat, blah 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 blah. It's not which one is it, man? Is it a feat or not? I think it's a feat. I think it's a feat because I like Kid and I think Kid is actually strong. But then those same people in the same breath would turn around and say, useless Captain Mid, been mid since blah blah blah, got carried in Wano. He's fodder, but all of a sudden Shanks taking out fodder is a feat. From where? From where? How does that make any sense? That's all.
Oh,
That's been on my mind, bro. I just want to get that out there. That's been on my mind because that doesn't make any sense to me. It doesn't make any sense to say that Kid is fodder, and then to say that Shanks one tapping him is a feat.
the Kid fans will do anything to justify him getting clapped.
I'm not no. He got clapped, and I expected him to get clapped. I wasn't expecting him to show out for real. I wasn't. All right, I was talking shit.
I didn't expect him to get no diff like
Yeah, I was expecting like low diff at least. I didn't think he was gonna push Shanks at all.
I don't know. So,
But
Killer,
also these same something I would like to point out. Page 9, bro. Look at Shanks, man. Zoom in on that panel of Shanks. What does he say? He says he's about to do some serious damage. And look at his face. Man's is sweating.
Oh, we had been back in.
Man's is sweating.
He disintegrates his whole fleet. But we did just say his fleet was fodder. So is that a feat? I think that the capability of destroying 9 boats with one attack. I've seen a lot of people that can do that. But
no, I'm not saying that's a feat. I'm not hyping up Kid at all, bro. He got cleaned like he should have. He got greased like we all expected him to. I'm not saying Kid has any kind of. I'm not saying that Kid has any kind of accolades that he doesn't have. I'm just saying that niggas who never give Kid anything are now saying that him getting KO'd by Shanks is a feat when it's not. It's not a feat at all on Shanks' part.
I don't think it's a feat. I think it's just more of a showing of his power.
Was that sure? I agree that it's a showing of his power.
He used 3 different types of advanced hockey.
Yeah. He used 2. He did use 3.
I'm thinking. Actually, I don't know what that jump was. Did he use hockey to jump? To show that?
Maybe. But I don't think that's any kind of advanced armament. I don't think armament makes you like jump higher. You know what I mean?
So what would a divine departure be? Is that advanced armament mixed with advanced conquerors?
I think divine conqueror or divine departure is just conquerors. Because when we saw Roger use it, it was just conquerors basically.
But is that even his strongest attack? Because Roger used it against Odin.
Yeah, it may not be his strongest attack.
Like he just used it against Odin, like to get him out the way.
Yeah. And then Odin got back up.
Yeah.
But yeah, I don't know. It may not be his strongest attack. But there's also no saying here that Shanks. Who's to say that Shanks right now isn't stronger than Roger was when we saw him use it?
Yeah, and I also think he is. Well, actually, I won't say that too quick.
Yeah, I won't say that either because I haven't seen anything from either one of them. I mean, all I'm seeing right here is Shanks using a move that Roger used. Right? That's not saying that it's as powerful as Roger's, or if it's even more powerful, or if it's weaker. It's the same move. That's all it is. His future sight. I have no idea how far ahead this future sight is that he's seeing. We know that it's so. What Kid says here is, "I'll blast him down to the ocean floor in 10 seconds flat." And what we see from Shanks' future sight is the ships getting blasted. We see some people getting blown apart, and then we see like the ships burn.
I think it's pretty far ahead. I don't know how far ahead Luffy sees. Maybe like seconds.
It's seconds.
I think Shanks sees maybe like, well, at least this part right here is probably like, I don't know, 10 seconds. I guess we could say 10 seconds.
It's 10 seconds at the least, right?
Yeah, at the least. And also how far away he was when he did this, and then he didn't even seem to be. He just had it activated, kind of like Katakuri, just always activated. Which I think is kind of cool.
Yeah.
It's probably the strongest besides Mihawk. It's probably, or Fujitora. I don't know. It's up there. Future.
I don't know. I mean, no, he definitely has the. I mean, well, sure, if you want to speculate, then sure. Yeah. But right now, yeah, he has the strongest future sight because we've seen nobody else
see the far in the future.
Yeah, and then he did it with ease. And then he jumps, like you said before, like he jumps basically from the island up to Kid's ship, right?
Quick as fuck. It has to be quick.
Quick, like because Kid was shocked, bro.
Yeah. He got
Like Kid
speed.
didn't even get his gun off yet, and Shanks is in
Also,
his face.
kids hockey is trash. Like he has
Oh,
no
Kid's
hockey feats at all. And
garbage, bro.
it seems like Killer may have better observation hockey than Kid because
Hey, that may be.
Kid Killer reacted to the attack and actually tried to block it, and Kid just got hit in the stomach with it.
Did Killer try to? Where is Killer? Where is that panel at?
Let's see what page. Go to 12. It says uh, even Killer got caught in it. He was trying to help. It says that on page 12.
Yeah. So then, did he actually react to it?
I'm guessing he did. I wouldn't see any other. It didn't show him blocking it or anything because it just got.
Yeah.
But if he was trying to help, I'm assuming he tried to fend it off.
Maybe so. But also, I don't know if that's really a like.
Well, what else would that mean though? Was he trying? Because he wasn't trying to help Kid blow up the ship.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, no, for sure. But I just mean like, Kid was like,
Kid was completely caught off guard. Which,
well, he was completely caught off guard because he was using his railgun.
yeah,
You know what I mean?
but that's his fault though.
I mean, yeah, because that's what he decided to do. What I'm saying is like, I don't know if Killer's reaction time with you is that much better than Kid's when.
Oh, because Kid was.
When Kid isn't charging up a shot, you know what I mean?
And that shit does take time. But he did see Red Hair before the attack came.
Yeah. So, yeah, I don't really know about that. I think Shanks here. I think a part of Shanks not taking it easy on Kid was the fact that he realized like this guy's not a small fry anymore. He even says himself he's a big shot, so I'm gonna treat him like one. But also the fact that he saw Kid like killing his people.
Yeah.
Right. He saw that.
He was like anger behind it too.
Yeah, he had some anger behind that because when they give him the load poneglyphs, you know what I mean?
He doesn't even say anything.
Yeah, look at his face, bro. His face is like, nah, bro. He takes
looking at him like he killed his family, even though he stopped him from doing it. He looked at him like he killed him.
Yeah. And then he leaves, and then Dorian Bragi, the Hakoku sovereignty, and they blast a hole through the Victoria. They blast the Victoria Punk in pieces.
They destroy it completely.
They destroy it completely. I was happy to see Shanks do something. Like finally, I hate that it was against my boy Kid. Obviously, I hate it, but I was happy to see Shanks do something because, like the recording, like what we said before in the last chapter, right? You know that recording got messed up, but I was basically saying Shanks needs to get knocked off because what's he doing in the story?
Yeah, well,
you know what I mean? He's not doing anything. Here it shows him actually doing something, and it actually shows some of his power. But right now, it's still plot relevancy wise. I still think he can get knocked off. But it's now showing that he's not. I thought he was the weakest Yonko, right?
Big Mom.
I just thought he was the weakest.
After reading this, I want to call Big Mom trash.
Big Mom. Well, I don't know, bro. Blackbeard.
Yeah.
I don't know if Blackbeard is hanging, bro. I'm not gonna lie. Blackbeard should be stronger.
He has.
But is he?
He has to find a way to cancel out. And I thought that's a strong theory. It's theory. But the way he is right now, he either has some crazy ass secret power or is gonna find out a way to cancel out. That's the only way I can stay beat it with people. Because
that's the only way he can hang, bro. Because right now he's about as good as Kid is. You know what I mean? With no hockey. He's like he's like at the the current Yonko is obviously Buggy. But even then, I will say, he's obviously the weakest by himself.
But
you have to think about, like Buggy right now is like the Cross Guild is crazy. It's crazy stacked. Where Shanks has the weakest fleet, Buggy probably has the strongest Yonko fleet to date right now.
And he's the weakest captain.
Yeah. So
I don't know. I think Luffy may have the strongest fleet now.
I disagree. Luffy's fleet is just a bunch of mid tiers. Like he doesn't have any high tiers in his fleet.
Compared to Blackbeard, who would you say? I'm sorry to say that because I forgot about the cross field. But I say he has the strongest. I think his fleet is stronger than Blackbeard's fleet, and obviously Shank's fleet is trash.
I disagree.
But
I feel like the 10 Titanic captains, the fact that there's only 10 Titanic captains.
Count that as part of his main crew?
No, I wouldn't.
So who his main crew be? Just Van Auger?
Well, maybe.
Yeah, that's how I'm looking at it.
I don't know, because they're called the 10 Titanic captains because they were captains, right? Not because they are currently captains of their own ship. So if they were currently captains of their own ships, then it would be a fleet. But I think it's more just like he got all these strong captains under him. Yeah. And like they don't have.
But I'm pretty sure like all his like people that aren't part of his main crew are just fodder.
I don't think.
I haven't seen him. I don't think.
Well, yeah, but the fact that that's all he has, you know what I mean, and the fact that whenever we have seen Blackbeard making moves, it's making moves to get these people specifically. You know, so I feel like it has to count for something. Whereas Luffy kind of just incidentally got his fleet at Dressrosa, and it's a bunch of people we met at Dressrosa. You know what I mean? It's a bunch of Bartos and a bunch of Cavendishes who are just mid tiers. Honestly, maybe low tiers when it comes to.
But you just know what you're thinking of too. The people he got are like political figures with armies and shit. Like he got the king, he got the.
Luffy has numbers.
And honestly, those people aren't.
But what's numbers when it comes to like San Juan, right? San Juan is a giant. He's a giant with a giant fruit. I think he can. Like numbers doesn't really mean anything to him when it's just a bunch of fodder. So when you're looking at the people that Luffy has who can actually box, you know what I mean? Like Sai, Cavendish, I guess. Bardo, if Bardo's still alive, if Bardo's still conscious after fucking with Shanks, you know what I mean?
Did Shanks want to visit him? Did Shanks already see Bardo?
Yeah.
They did that off panel.
They did that off panel, yeah.
And he's here right now drinking some Bardo.
Right. And where's Barto? So, I mean, if Barto's still out there, then yeah, I guess he's still a fighter. But like, even when you're looking at those people, I don't think any of them are like standing up to the 10 Titanic captains. I feel like, maybe, for example, Shiryu himself could like, I think, cut down Cavendish and Bart. Like,
the only person I'm thinking, like the heaviest hitter on Luffy's fleet is, I forgot his name, but he does like the shockwave kick.
The King Punch?
Not the King Punch, which could probably be one of the strongest attacks in One Piece. But the other guy that had like the staff, and his dad had the pointy head.
Yeah, Sai. You're thinking of Sai.
Sai, yeah. Sai's a heavy hitter.
Sai is a heavy hitter. I don't think he's bidding in as 10 Titanic captains. I don't think he.
But I don't think they would be fighting the captains. So I think that would be Luffy's crew.
I don't think Luffy's crew can hang with the captains, dude. Right now, Usopp can't beat Van Auger, and that's it. And Van Auger, I don't think is a captain. Van Auger's not even the captain, bro. I don't think. I'm about to look up a list of the 10 Titanic.
He may be able to.
Based off what? Usopp cannot hang right now?
You think Van Auger?
Usopp cannot hang. Van Auger has the warp fruit, bro.
Usopp, we haven't even seen much of it. But I think that's a fight where Usopp unlocks more of his observation hockey that he used in Dressrosa and we haven't seen since.
Maybe, but even then. Okay, so the 10 Titanic captains are. So yeah, it does include, that's Burgess, Shiryu, Van Auger, Avalo Pizarro, Lafitte, Katarina Devon, San Juan Wolf, Vasco Shot, and Doc Q, and then there's somebody else.
Because I put them on the same level as the Toby Ropo.
What?
At least,
you know what? Maybe,
and like the higher ones, like Black Maria, I put them all on the same level.
Maybe, but like, who in Luffy's crew is beating in Luffy's fleet is beating a Toby Ropo?
No, but that's another thing I'm saying. He would fight Luffy's crew, not the fleet, because those are like the captains.
So you're thinking. Yeah. Oh, okay. Oh, so you're saying like right now that these guys, like Luffy's crew, can hang with these guys because they're Toby Roppo level?
No, I'm saying they're equivalent. Like Luffy's crew will fight the 10 captains because there's 10 of Luffy's crew and there's 10 of the 10 captains.
There's
Or
9 of
nine.
Luffy's
Or
crew.
9, yeah.
Because Blackbeard isn't like a
And I don't
part
know
of the
how.
10 Titanic captains.
Yeah.
And
I
there's
don't know
one
how
more
strong they
captain.
are.
There's one captain that we don't know of, right?
I don't know how strong they are, but I know if there was going to be a fight, it would be them, Luffy's crew, main crew versus them.
But who's fighting? I feel like maybe Jinbei's fighting Jesus Burgess. Maybe he's fighting Burgess. Zoro, of course, is fighting Shiryu because they're both
Yep.
swordsmen. Van Augur versus Usopp because they're both snipers. But like I said, bro, I don't think right now Usopp doesn't have anything. He hasn't gotten an upgrade since. When was Usopp's last upgrade?
Probably just Rosa, right?
When?
The hockey team. Just him unlocking
He
hockey.
used hockey by mistake, and that's not an upgrade.
Yeah, so,
you know what I mean?
Is it not? I mean,
That's not an up.
no,
No, it's not. It's not an up. It's not an up. He just went through a whole war on Onigashima. You don't think he had a reason not to use some observation hockey?
That's more range. Like everything he did was close range.
Usopp used I was about to say Conquerors. Usopp used observation by mistake and probably doesn't even know what it is.
He used it because he needed the range. Everything he did on Onigashima was in one building and everybody was close.
So you think that Usopp with accidental observation hockey is beating Van Augur with a warp fruit?
Yeah, I think it might be the counter because he just warps away from him somewhere far away. Usopp sees him. I think it's a counter.
You think it's a counter?
I think so.
That's crazy.
100%
I mean, maybe like, but I feel like it depends on how Van Augur uses his warp. Right?
Yeah.
If he's just using it to get some distance, then yeah, he's using it like Kid would. Basically, like it's trash. He's not using it to its full potential. But if he's using it to warp like bullets,
and I also don't
you
think
know what I mean.
Before they fight, I'm pretty sure they'll be on the same level because
Well, yeah, before they fight, they're going to be on the same level, but he's nowhere near it now.
Like in the war arc, it matched up everybody together. I don't know if you remember that. It was like it matched up everybody from Shanks' crew against everybody from Blackbeard's crew. Like in panels, like Yasopp versus Van Augur. Yasopp looked pretty confident. I feel like Yasopp still beats Van Augur right now. I don't know how close their levels will be, and I don't even know. Sure. It doesn't seem like anybody on Blackbeard's crew has any hockey feats besides Aokiji and probably Shiryu, which will make most sense.
Yeah, we haven't seen any hockey feats from anybody on Blackbeard's crew, including Blackbeard. So yeah.
And I don't know how strong Sabo is, but last we seen him with Burgess, he got no diff by Sabo.
Oh yeah, but well, I'm biased against Burgess because Burgess is just fucking trash.
Yeah, but he didn't have that fruit at the time too, the strength fruit.
That's true. Burgess is garbage. I don't rock with any of Blackbeard's crew except I rock with Blackbeard and that's it.
Van Augur I think Van Augur has observation hockey, just because what was that back in Alabasta when Luffy met Blackbeard for the first time. Yeah. Van Augur had sniped a bird like from far as fuck away. Yeah, you remember that?
Yeah. That's true. So he might have some observation. I just don't think Usopp is winning right now with accidental hockey. I just don't see it happening. Obviously he's going to win when the time comes to it, but Usopp just doesn't have any upgrades. He doesn't. I mean, he hasn't had anything since. If you want to count Dressrosa, he hasn't had anything since Dressrosa. So I mean, I just don't see it. I just don't see it happening.
I don't see Jinbei losing. I definitely don't see Sanji or Zoro losing to their counterparts.
Yeah, I mean, I don't either.
Chopper will probably fight Doc.
I think Chopper's fighting San Juan.
Who's San Juan?
That's the giant. Because who's rocking with him, bro?
Maybe Frankie.
Who's rocking with the giant? Oh yeah, maybe Frankie.
Yeah. With
the battle Frankie. So I guess Chopper versus Doc Q. Doc Q and Stronger, the horse. Forgot about Stronger.
Who else is it?
There's
Sandworm.
there's Lafitte, who we have no idea
Is
what
that
this
the
man's. That's
who's
the bro.
the
That's the bro who had wings, and he like flew up to like the meeting. It's like a pre-time skip where he flew up there to the meeting when nobody noticed him. He flew up there. He was like, my Captain Blackbeard should be the new.
let me see.
Uh, when Blackbeard was trying to be.
Okay, I remember him.
Yeah,
That's probably Brooke.
Brooke, you think? Maybe.
He had the cane and shit. Probably Brooke.
You have Avalo Pizarro, Katarina Devon, and Vasco Shot, and another unnamed captain. Because that's only 9 captains, not counting Blackbeard.
I think Katarina will probably fight Robin. Or Nami.
And who? Yeah.
Who's the other one? Last one. But now I think they can take them. I just
Right now, you think they can take them?
at least the top 4.
Well, obviously they're the only
Maybe
strong ones
Frankie.
on the crew. You know what I mean? You think you say that you think the Monster Quartet can take
And
them?
I
Well,
think-
yeah.
And Frankie, bro.
I don't know about.
Robin's kind of
not.
goaded too. So,
I'm not saying that. I'm not saying Frankie or Brooke because I don't know at all what any of these people can do.
yeah, it's true.
We haven't seen any of these characters do anything, except for like what we saw when they were fighting Law. Some of them, you know what I mean. I saw Burgess throw a mountain.
Which is kind
You
of
know
crazy.
what I
If
mean?
it was anybody else that lost.
Yeah, it's kind of crazy. So, and Van Auger has a Warburg fruit. I don't know. I feel like
People work other
right
people,
now. I feel like right now, if you like Zoro and Sanji and Jinbei, they're carrying the rest of the Straw Hats if they fight the Blackbeard Pirates. But the one like the Straw Hats are still winning. Maybe if Aokiji isn't there, they're still winning. I even think like Luffy versus Blackbeard right now, Luffy wins. But that's just because I haven't seen anything to show me otherwise. I've seen Luffy become like top tier in the verse, and meanwhile Blackbeard has no hockey feats.
At all.
So
I swear I saw Blackbeard use hockey. I don't even know when, but I don't remember it. I think
I know he knows about hockey
He has to.
because when Luffy hit him and Impel down, he said something about Luffy's hockey, but he hasn't shown it at all. He hasn't shown Conquerors. If he has it, he hasn't shown Observation or Armament. Which I feel like if your fruit is like, yeah, you take double damage, at least use some Armament hockey, bro.
I don't know. He's a fucking tank though.
You know what I mean? Well,
His
yeah,
endurance is crazy.
he's taken a lot of damage for sure. His endurance is crazy. But like it could be even crazier if he used some Armament hockey. Yeah. I don't know. Right now, Shanks maybe top tier in the verse. Maybe top 1, maybe.
I don't think he beats Kaido still.
Yeah, I don't either. I'm not putting him over Kaido because he hasn't showed anything that says he's over Kaido. So I'm not putting him there.
Oh yeah, you want to talk about how I don't think Zoro would have got one shot like that.
Zoro definitely would have got a one shot it.
Nah,
Yeah,
I don't think so.
for sure, dude.
nah. He probably would have broke a shit ton of bones. He would have got one shot it. He
Oh
would've
my
got one shot at.
gosh. Zoro would have got one shot at. Zoro, look, I'll say this. Maybe Zoro would have been conscious after and then fell down and went unconscious. he's not scrapping after that. Zoro's
No,
not
he's
doing
not.
anything.
So it's like
Zoro's,
so the point I had made up when he blocked that attack from Kaido and Big Mom, even though I know it was like probably like half a second, all his bones broke, and he just got up and started fighting again. Like really, like nothing happened. He coughed up blood a little bit, and he is stronger. He knows how to use advanced Conqueror's Haki now, and he would have reacted faster than Kid.
use it
So
like that. Here's what I'm gonna say about that. If Shanks hit Zoro with the same amount that he just hit Kid with,
Mhm.
Zoro's not getting back up. And to bring up the point of like the Ikoku sovereignty up on the rooftop, or Hakoku sovereignty up on the rooftop with like Big Mom and Kaido, like
That has to be
That's
at least
not.
the same amount of strength.
No, it doesn't.
Two attacks from an emperor, from
No, it
two
does
emperors,
not.
two attacks. I
Yeah.
know it wasn't the strongest attack, but attacks from two attacks from two emperors mixed together, blocked by one person. You don't think it's the same strength as one attack from one emperor?
No, I don't. You want to know why? Because I know that by himself, Kaido could have done a stronger attack and KO'd Zoro with one hit, the same way he did Luffy. I know he could because he's done it. So it's like, yeah,
I don't
like
know,
no,
man.
it's not the same. Because if anybody on that rooftop, if Kaido wanted
So
to,
they
could
were
could
aiming
have
to
one
wipe
hit
them
them.
out with that one attack. They were aiming to wipe out everybody with that one attack.
That's what I'm saying. Okay, think about it this way. Think about it this way, right? I don't know. Well, I have to think about it like a shotgun versus a sniper rifle, right? A shotgun is obviously going to hit more, but do less damage because it's less precise. It's less accurate than a sniper rifle. You know what I mean? The sniper rifle, the point of the sniper rifle is the accuracy and the velocity, and it's better than if you had a shotgun and you're just the spray. The spray is the
I
point
get
of the
what you're
shotgun.
saying.
You know what I mean? So if you're using a Hakoku Saburdi to take out 5 people on a rooftop, that's not going to be the same as if Kaido used a full power 100% Thunder Bagua to take out a Luffy or Zoro. You know what I mean? It's not the same as Shanks using a Divine Departure, a King of the Pirates move on one person. It ended up taking out more than one, but was he aiming for Killer? Was he aiming for his crew? He was aiming for Kid because he saw the damage that Kid was going to do. He's like, I need to take out Kid, and he did it with that one strike. If it was Zoro, the same thing would happen to Zoro. I fully believe that. I fully believe the same thing would happen to anybody on a rooftop except maybe Luffy. Maybe Luffy gets back up. Maybe Luffy can eat 2 of them tops, but like I don't know, bro. I'm talking base Luffy. I'm talking base Luffy. I'm not talking like Gear
Take
Fit.
two what? Two of
Gear Fit's craziness.
Take two what?
Hmm?
Shanks' attack.
Yeah. He could probably maybe
Okay.
eat like 2 of those. Base, not Gear Fit.
I'm gonna just let you have that one because I know you're hurt by my Kid defeat. That doesn't make sense to me at all.
I don't care about
Kid.
Kid. I don't
I
care
get what
about
you're
Kid
saying,
dying, bro.
Bro,
I don't care about Kid getting KO'd. Zoro's not doing the same thing. If you're telling me that Zoro takes a hit from top 2 in the verse, where does that put Zoro at? That doesn't make any sense.
Because he's still
That is,
injured and not moving after that. He's not dying like Kid's doing.
well, Kid's not dead.
He's blocking it, and he may stand back up, maybe not. Break all his bones. Zoro's endurance is way better than Kid.
Well, yeah, I think we're saying the same thing then. Do you think Kid is dead? Do you think Kid is dead?
I don't know.
Okay, so that's where I don't think Kid is dead. He's unconscious right now.
I've seen people sing for 30 fucking minutes and with them
Exactly.
to get back up. So I don't know if Kid's dead. He could be flown somewhere.
And plus, I'm pretty sure not every single person on his crew has a devil fruit. So somebody can like grab him and swim him back up. Like I don't think he's just dead and drowned under there. But yeah, I don't think Zoro's dying. I just don't think he's getting back up. Or I think if he does get back up, he's gonna fall back down and then go unconscious right there. He may be conscious for like 30 more seconds than Kid was, but he's not doing anything. I don't know. I think it's crazy to say that Zoro has that level of durability.
And that also brought up another thing too. Remember when we said Kid hard counter Zoro?
Yeah.
I don't know anymore. Because Zoro's Haki is better.
Yeah, he's still, for sure, Zoro's Haki is better. And I think that may just be it. Like, his Haki is better. So he doesn't get hard counter. He probably wins.
I was really rooting for him because I don't think a Kid could take his sword.
Yeah, like, no, if his Haki is, like, as strong as it is, then I don't think Kid's, like, magnetism is going to work on his swords. In which case, like...
Kid, Oda with his fruit, man. He could have did so much.
Yeah, Kids. Oda... Yeah, Oda sold the fuck out of Kid. He gave him an OP fruit, It was like, let's make him use it in the trash.
That probably could have been the most OP crew in the world.
For sure, dude.
Magneto type shit. Oh.
Yeah. Here's what last thing I'm gonna say about Kid, bro. It's the come up. It's the come up, bro. This is what this is. It's the come up.
Yeah. Yeah, nobody.
I mean, I'm very excited to see what happens, what Kid does after this, because it could go the Moria route, right? Or it could go.
I think he's going to actually get like a training arc, maybe. Hopefully,
because
this is what I think.
I mean, yeah,
somebody's gonna save him. He's gonna be somewhere on Elbaf recovering, thinking about his life. He finally realized, just like how Luffy got fucked over in Saudi.
Yeah.
He finally realized that he needs to train.
Worse.
Yeah, it's worse. Is it worse though?
Well, I don't know if it's worse because Luffy got his whole crew took in front of his eyes,
and he didn't know what happened.
But like Kid in his mind already had to come up, and then he got one shot, and then when he wakes up, he's gonna find out that his ship is blown to pieces. Imagine he needed it for sure. He needed it for sure, but I'm like, imagine if in Sabaody, like, yeah, the crew got took, and then like the Going Merry, if they still had the Going Merry, and then the Going Merry got fucking obliterated. You know what I mean? Like
that, yeah, that shit hurt.
That would be like the cherry on top. And like, because Kids, I don't know if you know this about Kid, but like the Victoria Punk, it's sentimental to him and Killer.
Yeah, like a girlfriend or some shit he liked.
Yeah, the girl that they both liked in their village that they would fight over when they were kids, she died of an illness, his first love. And so when they got the ship, they named it after her, Victoria Punk. So yeah, Kid definitely needed it. So right now, I'm just like, I'm ready to see what Oda does with it. Because if Oda goes the route where Kid gives up, I swear to God, bro, I'm packing up. I'm packing up right now, and I'm rolling up on Oda, and it's straight hands. I swear to God, it's straight hands. If Kid gives up right here, it's hands.
I don't think he'll give up. I think he's going to give up becoming Fire King. But I think he may turn more into like a humble type guy.
I don't know if I want to see that either. I want to see him. This is definitely his humbling. I wanted to see him get humbled for sure, but I don't want him to be like, now it's obvious I like the menaces, right?
Yeah.
I like the DOs. You know what I mean? I don't give a fuck about innocent civilians. I'll fuck all y'all up. You know what I mean? But so I don't want Kid to be like, I'm just a nice, mild-mannered guy now. You know what I mean? I don't want that.
Yeah.
I don't want that. That to me is just as bad as him giving up. That's just him. That's because that's not his character.
But honestly, I won't even know if he would give up. He's been getting tossed left and right. Like when he was in Kaido's jail, his crew was. Yeah. Where were they? I know Kill was stuck with him. I don't know where the rest of his crew was.
That's a good point. I know they said it.
Yeah. I know this may be the first time he's actually lost his crew. Or
yeah. Right, because before it was just he got his arm took, right? And that was just to him. But now it's just like your whole crew just got fucked up, bro. And it's your fault, pretty much. Like,
yeah, because they warned you. They were like, bro, they were kind of like, we don't want to do this, man.
Yeah.
We're just going to chill for a little bit. They knew they were fodder.
They're like, we just got off of Wano, bro. Can we let's just turn around, bro. Let's just turn around. That kid was like, nah, I want the smoke and I want it now, bro.
Yeah.
He got it. That's for sure. So yeah, maybe he'll come up. Maybe if there was a time for him to come up, this would be it. I don't know, bro. I'm still on the Shanks. I was kind of a Shanks hater before. I was kind of a Shanks hater before all this happened. But like, that was cold, bro. The only person in the manga to pull up and they use divide the parser like that, other than Whitebeard or Blackbeard or Roger, other than Roger. Yeah, that was cold. Undeniably, it was cold, bro. I can't say nothing.
That makes me want to know how strong Mihawk is. I want to see some shit from him.
Yeah. Okay. So here's the question: do you think Shanks is a swordsman?
guess. Because I don't know. Because Big Mom used a sword, but
Right.
I wouldn't consider her a swordsman. But
I'm
Shank's whole
I'm
thing
assuming
is using a sword and hockey. I haven't seen him fight with anything until I see him fight with something else. Yeah. Would you consider Roger a swordsman? Until I see him fight with something else, he has to be a swordsman. But I
I
don't
don't
even know.
know. But if he's a swordsman, then that's
Yeah,
Mihawk over him.
yeah. But that could also be. I'm fine with Mihawk being over him. But another thing is because Mihawk's by himself the whole time. He's done all this shit by himself. It will make sense that his hockey is well, he's being stronger than Shanks because Shanks, I think his thing is more.
He's a hockey man.
Yeah, he's his crew too.
Yeah,
That's
yeah,
what makes
it's true
Shanks so
for
strong.
sure.
And Mihawk doesn't have a crew, so it would make sense for Mihawk to be stronger than him because he pulls up on Shanks and Shanks' crew like nothing. And probably because he knows Shanks won't fight him, or he won't fight unless
Or-
some shit
yeah,
goes down. That could be it too, but the confidence he has when he pulls up is like, I want all this.
yeah. I don't know, man. I
But
think I don't consider Shanks a swordsman, but
I could see him.
right now
Mhm.
I have him over Mihawk,
I could, I could see it
and
going either way. But
that's just because I'm a feet person. You know what I mean? So I haven't seen because right now what Shanks just did it put him into top 5, right? If he wasn't already there, and it may have put him into like
I will,
top 2.
I will say this: like on
You know?
Marine Ford that attacked Mihawk through at Whitebeard, I don't see a divine departure getting blocked by Josu.
Oh bro, no way, ain't no way.
And I don't know how much effort Mihawk put into that attack, but what he did say before was, "Let me see the distance between me and the strongest man alive." So I don't see why he'd have that.
That's a good point, man. I don't know. Yeah, Mihawk has neg feet to Marine Ford. That's for sure. That's for
It
sure.
could just be that also could just be inconsistencies with writing, but that's all we see.
Yeah.
That's all I can say.
But I mean, there's also has to be a thing where like Mihawk has to be above Zoro, right?
He's obviously stronger than Zoro.
Until we see Zoro like fight him or overcome him, you know what I mean? But like I don't know. I think I just got Shanks over him just because I haven't seen him do anything. Is really what it comes down to. Yeah, you know, and like I said, there's neg feats in Marine Ford. He has some like real feats in Marine Ford, like observation feats and stuff like that. But like not being able to cut Luffy, and you can slice it. Yeah, you can slice it however you want. Like he didn't want to, but like
I'm thinking he was showing him his future, saying don't do this.
Yeah, but not even then. Like when he showed him the future that one time. If you think that's what he did, sure. But then also when he didn't do that and he was just trying to cut Luffy multiple times and Luffy dodged them. He straight up dodged them all.
All his attacks, I don't know if it was animation or whatever, but all his attacks are slow as fuck. Like he's swinging his sword like.
Right, but then when you have to you see what you're doing though? You're making excuses for him. You're making excuses for him. It's a dead
I really don't think he wanted to kill Luffy at all, or even.
I mean, yeah, I don't think he cared.
Yeah,
and I think that could be like taken either way. Like he didn't care, so he was just trying to kill him, or he didn't care, he was just swinging because that's what was expected of him. Like I think he could be taken either way.
Yeah. But we can't say that. You can't say that's what he was doing really. But I feel like if he wanted to kill Luffy, he probably just blitzed him, slice his head off. End of story.
Yeah, like the amount of. And I'm on my kid agenda again. I'm sorry, I gotta bring it up again. I'm on my kid agenda. The amount of like people who say that like kid got carried in the Big Mom fight, but then will completely ignore all the times that Luffy got carried. They will ignore that Law got carried the entire time skip. He got carried, bro. So it was, I mean,
I don't know. He really get carried in.
Yes, he did.
Not in
Oh, not in Punk Hazard.
Yeah, Punk Hazard.
Because there's nobody in Punk Hazard.
Dressrosa.
He lost in Dressrosa.
He got carried. He has.
Yeah, he got carried hard.
Law had the
Luke,
Kakashi treatment though.
He couldn't even beat the villain of his own arc, bro. He couldn't beat the villain of his own backstory. Come on, bro.
Shit, Brook couldn't either.
Yeah,
Sometimes
neither,
that's all right.
neither could Brooke. That's true.
Sometimes that's all right though. That's why he teamed up. He's smart. He was like,
That's what I'm saying. He got carried. He knew he could. He knew he wasn't that strong.
I feel like he beat the shit out of Doflamingo now though.
Maybe.
Maybe. What?
I don't.
So
To me, I don't see any.
you put I guess I want to say that you're putting Gear 4 Luffy over Law.
Yeah, I don't know, man. Like the only reason I say that is because I haven't seen. Law has just had a bunch of. He's had a bunch of. I'm not gonna say it, bro.
Yes.
I was about to clown on Sanji. I'm not gonna do it. He has a bunch of ass pull moments, right? Where it was Dressrosa. He got beat by Doflamingo, and then what happened after that? Zoe happened after that, and then you get him going to Wano because Whole Cake happened, but he didn't go to Whole Cake, right? He was on Wano.
Mm-hmm.
What was all this crazy training that he did on Wano to get from getting trashed by Doflamingo to being stronger than him now? Like, I get he has an awakening now, but where did that come from?
I think that's just I don't know. It could be the same as Luffy because we saw Luffy's training, but that's because he's the MC. Everybody else had this training off screen, like Zoro, whatever.
But that's what I mean. They had 2 years of training. That's in the plot. Yeah. Law went from like one island to the next, and his power went up like that.
I'm saying when Luffy was in prison, we saw him training.
Yeah,
but they could have been doing the same thing just off screen because he wasn't the MC.
But like doing what? That's what I'm saying. Luffy got trained how to use Ryuo.
That's why I also said he got the Kakashi treatment. Because like Kakashi before the war arc used Mangekyo one time without. Yeah. During the war arc, popped that shit back and forth. Law was making Rome big as shit. Whatever. It's for the plot, bro.
Well, yeah, you could say it's just for the plot, bro, but to me, that's just bad. I don't care.
But still, Luffy trained within 2 days, a day, a week.
I think it was a week or two, or something like that.
But still, to be able to scrap, he died 4 times, but to be able to,
and then he still wasn't stronger than Kaido. That's what I'm saying. But like Law, I don't know.
They could have.
Luffy got trained in something specifically, right? He got trained in hockey to make his hockey better, and then his hockey bloomed during the fight he was having with Kaido. Yeah. Meanwhile, Law went from not having an awakening to having an awakening, plus having better stamina with his room, plus all this other stuff. So I don't know. Like, I don't know. Maybe that's my kid bias coming in.
But Kid didn't have that either.
But we haven't seen Kid. Yeah. Right? If you tell me that Kid got his awakening from when he was in prison to when he got out, I'll be like, yeah, that's an ass pull, bro. That's trash. We don't know when Kid got his awakening because we haven't seen him at all. We've been with Law for the majority of the New World. The majority of times.
If he had awakening, he should have used it against Doflamingo.
Yeah. We've been with him since Punk Hazard. That's early. That's really early. And now all of a sudden in Wano, he just has an awakening. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's weird. It's just weird to me.
And Law's a fucking tank, too. Surprisingly.
He's not a tank.
It doesn't make any sense.
He's not a tank. Bro.
He's a skinny motherfucker. He was getting beat up by Big Mom. Like, she was catching the
shit
out of him. Bro.
He's not a tank, though. I would say that. I would say that's him being a tank.
He was beating the shit out of him with hockey on.
Yeah, but like, how much more that could he have taken, first of all? And second, it was just normal hockey punches.
But still, it's an effort. Unless Big Mom is that trash, which she kind of is.
Yeah. Trash, Big Mom also got poorly written.
bro. Because
Because you
if
a Yonko that's not. I mean,
if kid got no diff, Big Mom should have won. She's I don't know. She should have beat them.
they should have won. Yeah, I agree. I agree with that. I agree with that Big Mom. They should not have beat Big Mom the way they did. As they beat Big Mom, they should not have. They had to ring her out, bro. That's why
Well,
I
they
think
yeah,
it's
but they did.
crazy when
I guess
she was still conscious
her bones
when
lost
Law used the final attack.
like through the ground.
Yeah,
But you saw when
but
they fucked up her bones though.
that's not beating her. Beating her. You know what I mean?
Yeah, because she healed herself, so you can't even count that. She probably could have did it 3, 4 more times.
Right. So it's the fact that they ringed her out. Basically, is how they won. It's
Which is
like
still a dub.
yeah, no, for sure, it's still a dub, but like it's
Anybody without a
also it's also kind of like why did you do that? Because now people, I think that made people put both Law and Kid higher
should be.
than they actually are because they're not really, neither one of them are really like that.
Honestly, I'd even Zoro and Sanji. I don't know.
Zoro and Sanji
could-
might be
they could-
closer to Luffy than Law and Kid are.
Yeah. Except for Law, just because he has.
Well, yeah, he's an OP
attacks.
fruit. He has OP fruit. But like, yeah, it's crazy, man.
Do you see
it's
Zoro and Sanji
really
beating
wild.
Big Mom?
Yeah. With
they
the
wouldn't
showing
even-
that Big Mom had, yeah, I could
Especially
definitely
after
see it.
It did Big Mom dirty. And plus, Marco even fucking knocked her out.
They did Big Mom so wrong, bro.
Bro, he
They
just
hold
kicked
her so
shit.
hard.
They just treated her like an idiot. That's the whole thing. And
Look, bro.
her full power, I'd probably say, is when she had Hunger Pain. Like on Whole Cake. When she was just going mad crazy. And she was skinny and shit.
I don't know. I think that made her weaker.
You think so?
When she was skinny as hell, that made her weaker. But maybe like her hockey, I don't know. I feel like strength wise, that definitely made her weaker.
Yeah,
But
even break, well, they damaged her. I won't say they damaged her, but they knocked her over still.
they knocked her down.
And then
Yeah.
she couldn't even beat General Frankie. She was chasing after her or something.
Exactly. No, look, bro. I have beef with Wano. There's a lot of stuff in Wano that was like, Oda, what are you writing, bro? What are you writing?
So that was cool though. If General Frankie was that strong, but the fact that it got blown up by a Toby Rumpo or whoever that guy was, just defeated. Just made her look like shit.
Yeah. That's why I'm so glad we're out of Wano, because Wano had all kinds of writing that was just not it, bro. So I'm glad we're out of Wano, because they just hoed so many people, bro.
Yep.
I don't know. Egghead is lit. Egghead is lit so far.
You think Luffy's Admiral level or
No,
higher?
I don't. And that's another feat thing. I can't say that Luffy's Admiral level until I see him at least fight with an Admiral.
We haven't even seen feats from the Admirals.
Yeah, so I can't put Luffy above them, but I can't necessarily put them above Luffy either, honestly. Because right now Luffy is crazy stacked. He's crazy, so I don't know. I feel like I want to see it. Like, I want to see Kizaru fight Luffy, but I think I also
he could be invincible right now.
I don't want Luffy to be Admiral level or above Admiral level.
But I think emperors in general are stronger than, well, the older emperors would be stronger than admirals.
The older ones.
Because I don't see Prime Whitebeard, like old Whitebeard was scrapping with Akainu and doing hella damage, and he was old and shitty and sick. So Prime probably would have mid-dipped him.
I agree. I do also have Yonko over.
But then you have people like Buggy and fucking Blackbeard. And Blackbeard, I could see beating most of the admirals just because of his fruit. And they're all Lokias. So, like, for example, Kizaru, Dark Fruit, straight counter.
I can't see it.
You don't?
No. I mean, I can see him like, yeah, his devil fruit, but like all the admirals have advanced hockey. That's why they're admirals.
Mhm.
And Blackbeard has, from what we've seen,
No
none.
hockey.
So, like, yeah, he had hard counter their devil fruits, but if you're getting punched in the face by a advanced armament, yeah, I don't know, man. I don't know. I won't just flat out say I can see Blackbeard winning against all of them because I can't. I really can't. Plus, how does darkness work against gravity? You know?
So I don't know, kind of seems similar. Like he was pulling in everything. You know, not the fuck that
Yeah.
for the Paramecia.
So, like, how does can the Yami Yami no Mi absorb gravity? You know?
Hey, well, I don't know because what he does is like he just sucks up things into himself anyhow. So
Yeah.
what Fujitora does with his fruit is just basically throwing big ass meteors. I don't know if Blackbeard can absorb that shit or not.
Yeah, but he can use it to like hold him
Yeah,
down.
yeah.
We've seen him do that before.
But he has
So
to touch it
like,
though, right?
no, he
He
doesn't
doesn't
have
even
to
have to
touch
touch the
you.
shit anymore. I think he has
No,
to touch people because
does he? No, no, he doesn't. He just has to because he did it to Zoro. He didn't touch Zoro. He just unsheathed his sword like a little bit, and then the gravity came down on Zoro.
but I do remember also when he was in that gambling house, like he had like sliced everybody, but he just walked past them. I feel like he had to touch them, but I don't know, man, because I don't know, probably not, because he pulls his meteors out the sky without touching them.
Yeah, that's true. So I don't know. That may be an interesting fight, honestly. I don't think they're ever gonna fight, but that
Because
would
their
be
fruits are
interesting to
kind
see.
of the same and different at the same
Yeah,
time.
yeah. I don't know. I don't want Luffy to beat any admirals because otherwise, just give bro the crown. You know what I mean? Or take the admirals out of the story, right? If Luffy is stronger than the admirals right now, what's the point of admirals? Because this whole story they've done nothing. So like, what's the point if Luffy's
Yeah,
already stronger than them?
I don't know how strong they are. Because
Yeah.
the only thing we can base them off of is the fight in Marineford.
Right.
Kizaru didn't do shit. Aokiji only he fucked up Jozu, but he did start bleeding because Jozu hit him once.
Yeah. I don't
I
know.
don't know.
Like, yeah, they don't really have a lot of feats to pull from. I think Akainu probably has the most. So
Yeah. And then we look at Punk Hazard, which is crazy ass feat,
right.
but also I don't know. And then I don't know, man. I'm pretty sure he
Yeah.
would be
Who? Blackbeard
Luffy.
or Akainu or Luffy? Low Luffy's above.
Yeah. At least, not. I don't think he's above kind of yet, but I feel like
Yeah.
he could be Kizaru.
I just don't see.
I'm thinking about his fight with Kaido. I
Who's fight with? Oh, Luffy's fight with Kaido.
yeah, when he witnessed it.
Yeah, but I mean, I still think Kaido wins. So I don't know. I still think Kaido wins that though.
I don't know. Luffy's.
You think Luffy's
Do you
stronger
think?
than
Do you
Kaido?
think Kaido uses the strongest attack for that last attack?
I don't even remember what his last real attack was against Luffy.
He covered himself in fire, and then
Oh, that? No, I don't think that was his strongest attack. No.
had to be one of them. Had to be up
I
there.
don't think that was his like strongest. Like,
Are you just in denial, bro? I mean, it was up there, bro.
no,
Unless you
I'm
just
not.
said,
I'm not in the. So wait, you think that Luffy's stronger than Kaido?
no, I don't think he's stronger than Kaido. But I
Okay,
think
then what are we
I'm
talking
saying
about then?
the attack power of his last attack.
I don't think the Magma Dragon. I mean, sure, I think it was a very powerful attack. I don't think it was his strongest. I don't think because I don't think the Magma Dragon was meant for attack power. The Magma Dragon was meant for I'm
Defense.
magma now, so it's gonna hurt no matter what you do. I think that's what the point of it was. I don't think it was this is my strongest attack. I just think, yeah, I'm magma, it's gonna hurt. Like, and maybe it's one of his like strongest techniques, but in terms of like, do I think Kaido could have KO'd Luffy? Yeah, but I don't think he's gonna use a Magma Dragon to KO Luffy.
Oh,
You
he
know,
also
he
I
does
know he
what?
did something extra too. It was like a Conqueror Husky class with it.
Oh, okay. I think the Magma Dragon is more like a coating, right? Like
Yeah,
it makes him stronger. I don't think it's like a strong like move. You know what I mean?
I know what you
I
mean.
don't think it's like a
But
divine
I
departure.
also thought he. So what my mistake was, I thought he like did something. I knew it was a different kind of attack, but it was a
Yeah.
Conqueror Husky class, and Luffy
Okay.
beat him, pushed him down.
Yeah. Plus, bro, and I'm gonna say it every time.
The Awaken.
You already know, bro. I'm gonna say it every time, bro. Kaido should, if he had awakening, which he should have had it, he should have used it, and it should have been made clear that he was using it. It should have been made very clear that he was using his awakening because it
He
was
should
not
have.
clear.
He should have. There's no way he's not.
There's no way he's not. It doesn't make any sense if he's.
But unless that, I don't know, because is Marco awakened? Is Sengoku awakened?
I don't need Marco to be awakened, bro.
But
Care about Marco?
That's what I'm saying. It seems like the only awakened mythical Zoan that we've seen is Luffy. So I don't even know if Yamato's awakened.
Yeah, I don't know if Yamato's awakened either. I would hope that Sengoku is awakened also, but I feel like with Kaido it's a completely different thing because Kaido literally explains how awakenings work.
Yeah, it could be
Yeah.
also Luffy's true because it could be a thing that you can't awaken mythical Zoan, and Luffy could be the exception to that. But I don't know.
What? He might be an exception to what?
The mythical Zoan's awakening because he's the only mythical Zoan that we've seen awaken. And we don't know if they are awakened to begin with because they say the clouds around them, like that kind of signifies an awakening. And
Yeah.
Kaido had that. What's her name? Yamato had it.
Did Sengoku have it?
No.
Yeah, that's true, but when did Kaido have it? Because I don't remember him having it.
It was like all the time, whenever he switched.
Right, but that's part of his fruit though. He has clouds.
That's what I'm saying. Is it, or is it? Because does Momonosuke have it? I don't see.
What color are they?
I think they're like.
Well, yeah, no, Momonosuke didn't know how to use the clouds until he did. I think what color it is would make it would determine whether or not.
Well, I mean,
but also maybe not.
And Rob Lucci's are black.
Yeah, but his are like black flame almost, right? Because it's a normal Zoan. It doesn't even look like clouds. They have more of a flame type texture to them. It's the same with Kaku's, right? So if all mythical Zoans are the same, but also that may not mean anything because Luffy also had a cloak when he uses Gear 4.
Yeah.
When he uses Snake Man, he has one. So that's to say that even if Kaido did have them, that meant he was awakened.
And I'm pretty sure. I don't know. I can't use Chopper as an example. But I would. I think Gear 4 is Luffy doing like Chopper treatment, probably tapping into an awakening. He's like bypassing the shit he needs to do. His class, that's just taking it.
Oh well, yeah. Yeah, that could be possible, but I mean, same thing could be possible for like.
But then I
don't think
I have to see
Yamato.
a way.
You have to see what?
I'd have to see the clouds around Chopper when he does the Rumble, which I don't.
Oh well, yeah, that's true. Chopper doesn't have any clouds, but maybe that's because it's like drugs. But Luffy was actually like using his fruit to do it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I don't know. I do want to see Chopper awaken. Needed to see it from Kaido, but that may never happen. I know. If Kaido is.
Yeah. Shit for real.
But also. but also like with Yamato, it's like I believe Yamato had the clouds even when he was in like the like fully what is it? Is it a dog? It's some kind of dog or fox or whatever. But like
Uh-huh.
in the full animal form, the clouds were there.
Yeah. And Kaido, he does have his are it's just fire, like fire.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I don't know, man. I don't know, bro. When you have an arc all about Zoan Awakenings and only like, and there's only one Zoan Awakening. Oh my God, Oda. Wada was crazy, bro.
And it looks like Momonosuke has. All right. So this is ah.
Does Momonosuke have clouds?
So yeah, he has a fire around him too.
Okay. Yeah, man. I mean, it
If
shouldn't
it can
even.
awaken, Momonosuke will awaken it.
I don't want to see that, bro. I don't want to
I
see
don't want to
Momo
see it.
awaken it. I want to see Kaido do it, bro. But obviously, it also may be a thing where maybe they neither one of them can, or maybe Kaido can't because Momo has part of his fruit, right?
Oh yeah, yeah.
Because
That could be it too.
we know the way that the fruit, like the artificial devil fruit, was made. So it could be that. But maybe if Kaido is like dead now, then maybe like all of the essence of the fruit will go to
With
Momo.
yeah,
So then maybe it will be Momo. But I don't want to see
I want to see that shit
the
either.
same way I didn't want to see Kaku awakening, bro. I don't want
That
to see
was
Momo
disgusting.
awakening. That was just disgusting. I don't want to
Rob
see that.
Lucci, cool as fuck.
Rob
Sure, would
Lucci's
be
was
cool.
cool
Bro, where would you put Rob Lucci against his crew?
against who?
His crew, like Zoro or Sanji, or
Oh, I got Jinbei. Sorry, I got Sanji over Rob Lucci. So that makes him like I think both Jinbei and Sanji can beat Rob Lucci.
I don't know. I honestly can't even tell how strong Rob Lucci is. I think he may be stronger than both of them, but
You
the
think he
way
may be
he,
stronger than Sanji?
yeah, so his durability is up there since he's awakened, but since he got fucked with so much by Luffy, I don't know.
Yeah, he got clowned so hard by Luffy, we
Yeah,
can't even tell how strong this man is.
but he has to be strong as shit.
I mean, he has to be stronger than he was. That's all he has to
Yeah,
be. you know, because right now the Straw Hats are strong as shit.
yeah, that's true.
Like,
They are stacked.
especially after Wano. Like, so I don't know, man. Yeah, and Kaku,
Kaku's just there.
man, that's the only thing about Egghead I don't like, bro. Is that
Kaku's
freaking
a joke,
Kaku,
bro.
Kaku and Lucci. Honestly, like seeing Lucci again was cool, but I don't need him rocking with Seraphim, bro. I don't need him rocking with the Straw Hats, man.
But
I
he
don't need
can't
that.
though. Well, can he?
He
Well,
can't.
he can because he's not even in his awakening form. He's pushing them
That's
back.
true. That's true. Well, I mean, he's moving. I don't think moving is a feat unless the character is unmovable, right?
Yeah,
Unless it's Big Mom when Luffy hit Big Mom with Gear Force and she didn't even move, that's a feat. But when you're fighting like Seraphim, who aren't said to be unmovable, they're said to be like near
indestructible.
invincible,
Yeah,
then it's not a feat to move them, you know?
I'm still mad they haven't used any type of advanced conquerors or advanced hockey at all to try to
Yeah,
attack
yeah.
them.
Which is crazy to me. Like I still don't get it. But I don't know, man. And then Lucci, I don't even think Lucci has any
He
I
does
don't
have
know with
hockey,
Lucci. Yeah, but like any real hockey, you know what I mean?
bro.
Because
It's
this
probably just like armament. I haven't seen him use it. Well, he has. We did see him use it. He had like a hockey class with Luffy. I'm pretty sure, like when they both hit fists together.
oh yeah, that's right. That's right.
I'm pretty sure that was just like maybe advanced. Can't say for sure. I think was there electricity come or like the lightning shit?
I think so, but It's definitely not coming from Lucci, dude.
Yeah. Yeah, and it was had their hands connected, so there was no way
Yeah.
to end.
So Lucci does not have conquerors, bro.
No, I was gonna say conquerors. I was just gonna say like advanced armament.
Oh, like advanced armor. Yeah,
Yeah.
maybe. I could see. I could see. I don't know, because what are we classifying as advanced armament?
I don't know. I was kind of surprised as like what Riley did. Like you don't have to touch it like Ryu.
Yeah,
Like if
yeah,
their
yeah.
fists weren't even connected.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. I agree. I agree. So yeah, yeah. But I don't think Lucci. Um, I don't know, bro. I just think there's like, man, I want so bad for the admirals to be
So
to
strong.
be good, bro. I want them so bad to be good because of oh my gosh, I'm gonna have faith, bro. I'm gonna have faith. I'm gonna put the
And we
admirals.
can't. And the only thing people say is like how Ben Beckman had the gun up against Kizaru, which
Yeah,
Kizaru I can't judge him off anything because he's just high all the time. And he doesn't give a
yeah.
shit about anything.
He's just, yeah, that's true. That's true. I mean, they did all use advanced armament. We saw
And
them
all
use it in Marineford when I think it was Whitebeard. He used like a slash or whatever, sent a shockwave at him, and they like held their hands out and they used advanced armament to like block it basically.
oh
But that was them all doing it like together.
yeah, but they didn't
So
also didn't look like they were trying for real for real.
that's true. They weren't sweating at all. So that's true. I don't know, bro. I would have. And then we got a break next week. Oh my god. Oh my god. Ah, Egghead is lit, bro. Egghead is lit. You want to end that? You want to end this chapter review?
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
let's end
I gotta
the
flip the
chapter.
video too.
Yeah, that's right. All right, y'all. So that's the chapter review. One Piece chapter 1079. All my fellow kid fans, I'm with you in the morning. Um, all the Shanks meat riders out there, I'm still a hater, bro. I don't care. But all the Shanks fans that aren't meat riders, bro, yeah, y'all are up right now, bro. Like y'all are up right now. The Shanks stocks are up, bro. So congratulations to y'all. I like seeing Shanks. I just don't like what I saw from him with Kid, but I like seeing it. But
Finally got to see some shit.
yeah, finally, bro. This man's not just a bum. Well, he's still a bum, but he's doing more. So, all right, y'all. We'll catch you in the next one. Peace.